I stay or should I go?
So what's been going on with California property insurance?
That's a good question.
Why were all these policies non-renewed by insurance carriers in the months leading up to these devastating wildfires?
Wow, that's a really good question, man.
Imagine with me that you own and operate a business in, say, Illinois. Let's say it's a dairy farm. You raise and milk dairy cows, and you sell your milk through distributors all over the country. Now, let's just say that after all of your business expenses, feeding the cows, keeping them healthy, milking them, processing the milk, and then shipping it throughout the country, it costs you, as a business owner, $3.89 to produce 1 gallon of milk and get it on a retail shelf for sale. Now, since this is a for-profit business endeavor, you need to charge more than $3.89 to make a profit and run a healthy business, right?
Yeah, that's right.
So you decide to sell your milk for $4.29 per gallon, meaning your profit is 40 cents per gallon of milk sold. So you produce and sell millions of gallons of milk, make millions of dollars of profit, and everything's going great.
Oh yeah, we're doing pretty good.
But then your costs to produce your product begin to skyrocket. The cost of feed goes up, labor costs, fuel prices skyrocket, your shipping costs soar, and before you know it, your 40-cent profit margin per gallon of milk has disappeared. Now it's costing you $4.39 to get a gallon of milk on the retail shelf. You're literally losing 10 cents per gallon.
That's not good at all.
So what do you do as a business owner? You have to raise your prices, right?
Yes, that's right.
Instead of selling for $4.29 per gallon, you decide to raise your price to $4.79 per gallon to get you back to your 40-cent profit margin on each gallon of milk sold. So you necessarily raise your prices across the country to $4.79 per gallon, and things are good again. But you run into a problem specifically in California.
We've got a problem.
You see, there's state regulation in California that says you can't raise your prices without state review and approval.
Are you serious?
Seriously. So you submit an application to the state requesting permission to raise your prices and make your business profitable again, because you can't afford to keep losing 10 cents on every gallon of milk in California. It's a huge state, a huge market for your business. In fact, you sell more milk in California than any other state in the country. So to sell your product at a loss in your largest market, that just doesn't make any business sense.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So for the next 3 months, you wait for state approval to raise your price to $4.79 per gallon, all the while continuing to sell at a loss, but hopeful that you can make it up as soon as your price increase is approved. But after waiting another month, you get terrible news. A consumer advocacy group has challenged your price increase application and claims you don't really need to increase your prices. Can they seriously do that? Oh yeah. In California,
Yes, they can.
they require you to open your books and share your financials to substantiate and prove that you really are losing money and need to raise prices to restore profitability to your business. So you open your books and provide all the requested data and wait. And wait. 3 more months go by, and finally you hear back. They want more data. So you provide additional data, all the while continuing to sell your milk in California and losing 10 cents on every single gallon.
Why would anyone do that?
You're losing money hand over fist in California. And sure, you're still making money in all the other states at your new price of $4.79 per gallon. But when you're losing money in your largest market, you can only justify subsidizing that for so long. But finally, after 9 months of losing your shirt in California, you finally hear back from the state.
I've been waiting forever.
They've approved you to raise your price from $4.29 to $4.35.
Are you kidding me?
That's right. Congratulations. Now, instead of losing 10 cents on every gallon of milk you sell in California, you're only losing 4 cents. You should be happy, right?
No.
And continue to sell your milk, losing 4 cents on every gallon you sell, because after all, everyone needs and deserves affordable milk.
Yeah, I guess so.
In case you hadn't figured it out yet, we're not really talking about the dairy industry here.
No, yeah, I knew that.
This is the regulatory environment that insurance carriers, for-profit businesses, have been struggling to navigate in the state of California since 1988. Many of the nation's largest insurance carriers, who are now front and center in the news cycle over non-renewals, have been losing money on their homeowners insurance business in California for many, many years. And this is one of the primary primary reasons that over the last few years, many of them have said, okay, enough is enough. If the state won't allow us to charge enough to make a profit, we'll take our business elsewhere. So I ask again, if you were a business owner in California and the state forced you to operate at a loss, would you stay or would you take your milk elsewhere?
So you got to let me know. Should I stay or should I go?